Hey everybody, what's up? D&D update. This time for the, anticipated evil campaign, which is kind of funny because, probably most of the party is not evil, but by the fact that Rob and I are evil in this game, it's going to be the de facto evil campaign. So, before I get into all the stuff that's happened, I'll explain who's in it. So I've already said myself and Rob. Um, there's Big Lundy. Um, there's Damon. There's Schizophrenic Queenie. I Kalins. Darth Von Vader and Sammy G. And Serious Mind is DMing this campaign. He also DMs the Greyhawk War campaign, which is kind of funny because this campaign takes place after that like after the time period that campaign is taking place in. So but it's like in a different part of the world. But it would be interesting to see if like things that we do in one campaign, like in the one campaign, affect the other. That'd be weird. I have to see like one thing that could affect is like the availability of guns. Like does Dobu succeed? Does he? Does he succeed in making guns like a mainstay in fucking warfare like he wants to, or does he fucking fizzle? Hmm. But that's like that's probably something determined later. So this was kind of like just an introduction session because a lot of the party is new to role playing. Um, Kalins has some experience with role playing games, but to my knowledge, Schizophrenic Queenie, Darth Von Vader, Sammy G, like they're not they've never played anything before, so this was kind of like an introduction to role playing, that kind of thing. Plus, two people, Rob and Darth Von Vader, couldn't join us tonight, so so we didn't really like do anything combat wise, but it's not all about fucking killing things and shit. Like, yeah, that's fucking fun and all, but there's more besides that. Like fucking over a teammate for no discernible reason whatsoever. But we'll get into that later. So, the game started out with Kalins, Lundy, and Sammy's character in a tavern discussing kind of our founding of a new adventuring guild, because basically the area we're playing in is the Wild Coast, and specifically the northern section of the Wild Coast which had been taken over by Promija after the Greyhawk Wars. So so like basically, like there's still like normal people here, but there's also like suddenly an influx of like a lot of the evil, humanoids and demi-humanoids that live in Promija into this area. So like, you have your like your traditional elves and humans and dwarves and all that junk, but you also have like lots of goblins, lots of fucking orcs, ogres, tieflings such as Kalins' character, like that kind of thing, like suddenly in this area more often, and actually freely walking about like the cities and shit. So with this invasion, like of course, like a lot of the good and honorable people have fucking fled like the pussy pantsy fucking cowards that they are, leaving basically, leaving a power vacuum that the evil people have taken over. But, a lot of evil people, a lot of evil people are short sighted and unoriginal, So that's where my character comes in because he's like, oh man, let's have some fucking fun. This is rife. This is rife. Because I changed my character's alignment. He was going to be neutral evil, but I was like, you know what? I'm having too much fun playing chaotic evil characters, so fuck it. He became chaotic evil. So he's a chaotic evil follower of Vecna, and um, Rob and Kalens are also followers of Vecna. Like we're kind of the core cell of like a cult of Vecna, and like the Adventuring Party thing and the Adventuring Guild shit. That's gonna be like a cover for our activities as a cult. So, because adventurers, they come across a lot of fucking, a lot of old information, a lot of old fucking secrets, like a lot of that kind of shit. So, what better way as a cult dedicated to the god of secrets to gather secrets than become fucking adventurers and fucking send other stupid fucking, worthless meat bags out there to fucking, gather this shit for you. It's fucking brilliant. So that's basically kind of like that's kind of like the main goal of like the cultist in the party, and like while the main goal of the party itself is to get the Adventuring Guild started and make it a success and shit. So outwardly, the Adventuring Guild is going to have a noble, good public face. Like, we're not going to be judgmental, all races welcomed. In fact, I'm thinking, calling ourselves the Redeemers for the Adventuring Guild. And for the cult, the name is already the Black Hand, named after the group who plotted to assassinate Archduke Ferdinand. But it fits with Vecna because Vecna's holy symbol is like a severed left hand, so it works. So CJ Lundy and Sammy are, I mean, not CJ, Kalens. So Kalens, I'm sorry, like I'm out of it. Like I even fell asleep a couple of times in the game because like I stayed up way too much fucking New Year's. I stayed up way too long. But anyways, so Kalen's, Sammy, and Lundy are kind of like discussing, the whole Adventuring Guild thing, and they're overheard by Daemon and Queenie's characters, who are both bards, who are kind of, sort of, semi working together. Like Queenie is actually like a consummate performer. Her character is. She's an acrobat. She's fucking escape artist. She can sing. She's got like a trained ferret. She's got all like she's like a walking talking variety show. But Daemon, he's kind of more scoundrelly. Kind of he's more rakish. He's kind of like more like the stereotypical, like the negative stereotype of a bard. Drinker, fucking womanizer, like that kind of shit. Like that's kind of what Daemon's bard kind of seems like. So they kind of overhear the conversation. They're like, "Hey, we'll join." So, you know, we got them on our party, which was cool. However, this is so fucked up. Well, I should, before I get into what's fucked up, I should talk about what's fucked up that happened at the fucking bar. So, at the bar, Lundy decides to get drunk, and since he's a half ogre, which, big fuck off dude, he's like, I want a casket of fucking booze, and like the dude is offering him a really good fucking price for a casket of booze, like five gold pieces, which, like, a casket of booze is like 20 fucking gold pieces. So like Seriously, he fucking cut that shit down to 1/4 of the fucking price. But no, that wasn't good enough for fucking Lundy. He was like, I only want to play 10 gold pieces. And, you know, what does Lundy do? He tries to fucking intimidate the dude. And it's like, oh, great. That's fucking lovely. Because the town guard fucking then came. Thankfully, Damon and Kalins managed to defuse the situation before it went any further. But Lundy, Lundy was like fucking seriously like one bad move away from like getting his character killed in the first game. Like, yeah, you probably could have killed the fucking group of guards sent to fucking detain you, but you probably would take a lot of damage. And, you know, I'll just say this: if I was fucking there and you did that, Lundy, I would fucking attack you in front of the guards. Like, flat out. If you attacked the guards and I was fucking there, I'd attack you and I'd be like, come, we must stop the law breaking ogre. Hip hip cheerio, civilization, and all that fucking jazz. You know, I would have slaughtered you where you fucking stood. But thankfully, I wasn't there. Instead, I was somewhere else, busy fucking over another member of the party, or potentially fucking them over. I'm probably not gonna fuck them over. But, I decided I wanted to go out and get some information on, like, the local area and, like, you know, kind of local politics, who's in charge both legally and extra legally, you know, what kind of goods get moved through here, both legally and extra legally, you know, which gangs control which territories, that kind of fucking jazz. So I went to one of the local gangs, kind of a, you know, one of the weaker ones, dressed as Sammy G's character. Because, like, seriously, I'm not gonna fucking meet with a bunch of fucking dudes, you know. So basically, I give them a deal. I'm like, okay, I need somebody to give me information. I need a group of people to be my eyes and ears. In return, I will supply you with alchemical weapons. So, like, I could fuck over Sammy. I could and just not give these guys any fucking alchemical weapons at fucking all. But at the same time, like, I could totally help. Like, you know, I could just go up to Sammy because he is an alchemist and, like, he can literally, like, seriously, like, at higher level, like, my alchemist right now in fucking Landon's game, he doesn't even need to roll the fucking dice to fucking make Alchemist fire anymore. Like, he literally could piss fucking Alchemist fire if he wanted to. So, you know, it's not that hard for Sammy to make Alchemist fire or acid or any of that stuff is what I'm getting at. So, you know, what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to come up to Sammy's character and be like, hey man, can you make me some alchemist fire? You know, no questions. Okay, thanks. You know, that'll be the end of that. So, once I got done with that, I decided to dress up as a beggar, because that's kind of one of the things I do. I dress up constantly, because, like, I'm mysterious. Like, people kind of were laughing about that, like, how mysterious my character is, but it's like, hey, you don't need to know my character's entire backstory and all that. All you need to know is I'm in charge. And for reasons. And that's it. So, you know, I dress up as a beggar and I find the party and I decide to kind of, you know, mess with them a little bit and go up. And again, Lundy's character decides to fucking push the beggar because, like, Lundy's character hates fucking people who take handouts, even though Lundy's character was the one who fucking wanted discounted fucking booze. I can already tell. I can already tell. Like Lundy's ogre is gonna be the character I fuck over. I can already tell it. I can. I'm sorry, Lundy, but like, dude, you're dead. Like, it's inevitable. You're gonna do something, and my character is just gonna be like, the ogre is a liability. He must be dealt with, and you will be dealt with very badly. But that's fucking for the future to decide how that fucking pans out. So I revealed the ruse, and we discuss what's going on. Oh, I forgot. Also, at the end, at the tavern, Daemon overheard a conversation about some caravan work, which which is good. It's good for us to start out on that, since we kind of want to get our reputation out there as adventurers and shit. And so we decided to head over to the place of um, of employment for the caravan work, and there's a huge fucking line there. So I decide, hey, I'm not waiting in fucking line, so I fucking just scream out like, "Oh my god! It's an army of orcs!" And that fucking gets people scattering, and I just kind of dust off my fucking shirt, hold my head up high, and I nobly fucking stride forward, followed by the rest of the party. I love, I love having a high bluff. Like, bluff is like the funnest skill ever. You can't. It's fun though, because you can't use it all the time. Because that spoils it. Like, kind of like when you fucking put too much salt on something. You know, but like just like with the right amount of bluffing, like fucking, fucking a D&D game is like just that much better. So we go in and they're very impressed with us, despite the fact that we have two bards. That is very weird. So they decide to hire us on. One little thing though, like we have to get a Geist spell cast on us, which Geist is basically kind of it's a compulsion. Basically, when you're tasked to do something, and if you do anything to mess up that task intentionally, then you get some negatives applied to you. So we decided to take on the job, and after that, fuck, I forgot what everybody else did, but I remember me, Sammy, Kalins went searching for some abandoned buildings to use as a proper headquarters, and I don't remember what kind of building Sirius said it was. I don't think he did, but like I'm hoping, because I think it would be funny. Tavern. I'm hoping. But we found a building that had a couple of squatters in it, and basically, instead of like killing them like you would expect us to do in an evil game, we decided to be like, hey man, we want to use this building, but instead of kicking you out and taking your fucking shit, here's the deal. You work for us. Here is an advance payment. Now, get to work. And so this is going to be like the Redeemer's headquarters. And probably, like, hopefully, like, there's a basement that maybe, we could dig out, like maybe dig some tunnels into other fucking things and shit. Because I'm sure there's probably other abandoned buildings around here, so maybe we can, like, so there's a lot of possibilities. And that's, like, kind of where the game ended. So, it's pretty much, like, open-ended still, but, like, now, it's better that we finally got at least this out of the way because it kind of cements the ideas of the things I want to do in this game. So, but yeah, sorry, there was no combat or anything this go around, but hey, it's not all about fucking killing shit. So, anyways, I'm gonna fucking pass. I'm gonna pass the fuck out, so. Fuck, man. I might sleep until 2014.